guys, welcome back, and of course I'm Roland.
I'm ready.
And we are going to look at the 1940s and what we think are going to be the most disgusting, hideous things that should have never came off the paper and onto sheet metal, but unfortunately they did. But we're also going to look at what we think are the most gorgeous and beautiful cars. So let's dive into it. The 1940s, let's go. This atrocity. This is a 1949 Crossley Hotshot. And I can assure you, if you were driving this, no one thinks you're a hotshot.
That is a child's pedal car.
It is, I know. This should be on the Red Bull Soapbox Derby.
Yes.
And hopefully it crashes at the end. Burns. That is atrocious. I literally, Camden Park.
Yes.
The little cars that you get in that go around the
That's what that is. They just put a motor in it.
They just put an engine on it. That's exactly what
I would
it
drive
is.
a pink Barbie Jeep instead. Easily.
That is terrible looking, and shame on you if you ever bought one. Okay, guys. So the next one up is the 1946 Crossley Standard, and they didn't even try. There's no. Whoever made this hated their life.
I had to have been.
This man hated his life. I think he as he left for work every day, he kicked his dog.
Maybe his wife.
It's so bad. It's not ugly because the design is necessarily so bad. It's ugly because they didn't try. There is nothing. There's no passion in that at all. Alright, 1946 Crossley Standard, very basic.
Very ugly.
Very ugly. But it gets worse! The 1949 Airway. They gave it the name Airway
Because it used to be a luggage puller
in
an airport.
That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, the least most aerodynamic thing ever. I like how they're all happy. The only reason I can think that they would be this happy is she's like, yes, my husband said he's selling it. It's that's the only reason. And she's happy because I don't want to look at it. All right, here's another aeromotive inspiration. The Davis Devon, or I may be pronouncing the name correctly, I'm not sure. Anyways, this guy was inspired by airplanes. So he wanted something to look like an airplane while it was on the road. And we just hope it flies away.
And never comes back.
It comes back. Oh, right here. I got a side shot of it.
It's extremely aerodynamic.
It's a pickle.
But that's the only thing it's got going for it.
And again, they're super happy.
Because they're getting paid to smile.
Because they're getting paid to smile. You could not smile. I don't know. Maybe they really liked it. I don't know. I think it's hideous. That is. It kind of looks like a transformer. It looks like
They took that picture as soon as they allowed them to leave.
That's what it was. They're like, all right, guys, we're going to let you go. And they're like, yes! And then they snapped the picture real quick, and they're like, got it! All right, so what do you think was the most hideous of the 1940s cars? The airplane-inspired Davis Devon, the airplane luggage-inspired Airway, the completely standard and uninspired Crossley Standard, or the underdog convertible, the Crossley Hotshot.
The luggage puller.
The luggage, I think,
Airway.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and look at it one more time before we go. Ah, there it is. There it is. It has hinges like a door. Do you see this? Let me zoom in on that. Look at that.
You can buy those at the Harvey.
It has exterior hinges like you can see on a door.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's a work of art.
I paid 30 cents for those.
That's a work of art. the 1940s did unfortunately grace us with some absolutely disgusting, hideous things to look at, but they've done a pretty darn good job of gracing us with some beautiful works of art. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. The 1946 Plymouth Deluxe. This thing is gangster.
Gorgeous.
That thing is dope. I love this thing. These cars look good as rat rods, or they look good completely cleaned up. This one looks amazing, completely cleaned up. I don't know whose car that is, but whoever it is, good job. Good job. That is gorgeous. Next, we have a 1947 Maserati A6. I bet that thing sounds amazing.
Oh, you know it does.
I guarantee it sounds amazing. It looks amazing. The headlight placement is awesome. Those wheels, the wheels actually kind of remind me of the Ferrari, is it the GTB, I think it is?
I think so, yeah.
They kind of remind me of the Ferrari and the Aston Martin as well. They both kind of have those same style of wire wheels. That looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Low slung on the roof, like
Screams performance.
oh yeah, like that is such a good looking car. Next, we have a little thing from the US, the 1949 Cadillac Series 62, I think it
Minus
says.
the little thing. It's a Cadillac.
Man, so, of course, back in the 40s and 50s, as an American, if you had a Cadillac, then you was high status. Well, I mean, Elvis Presley owned a Cadillac, so you was a big deal if you had a Cadillac. And I think this is, one of the few cars that pulls off chrome.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of those cars that would do in chrome. I think that thing rides like a cloud. Like, if you was to make a cloud out of Jello and then ride it down a pudding river, that would be how this car, I feel like it would ride.
Oh yeah.
Next, we have a car that I hadn't even heard of until I was kind of searching these cars up. This is an Allard K1. Again, performance looks good, and that thing screams like the old movie Grease. Like we were like building up hot rods and stuff. This thing screams like high performance. Now, it does have that long slope back grille, kind of like the Scarab car we was talking about that's ugly, but this thing is like performance oriented, so it can kind of get away with that because it probably needs all that for cooling. And it's got the big massive like ram airs like and heat extractor vents on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing says it is like road course racing. I love it. So again, performance always looks good. This is the Ferrari 166 Touring Barchetta. I think that's how it's pronounced. That is beautiful. Like, I love that just as much as like the Maserati and stuff. That is gorgeous, and I guarantee that sounds amazing as well. Look at like the aerodynamic
That's what I was
styling.
noticing. I was like, man, for its time, the aerodynamics is on point.
That is gorgeous. And check out the strap going across the hood.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So like because a lot of those cars, the hoods opened up backwards.
Oh, okay.
So that was like that day's era of like a hood hinge, pretty much.
I'm loving
safety hood lamp.
I'm loving like the split window too. Like the windshield is split. That's cool.
Scream race car.
I love that. That is a beautiful car. I don't think there's a car in the world that screams I love luxury like a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
So this is a 1947 Rolls Royce Phantom 3. I don't even know how to pronounce that last part. Labradette, the Total Cabriolet. I don't know. I'm butchering the name on this, but honestly, would you just look at that? That is gorgeous. That definitely says I have way more money than I need. But again, like I bet that thing is like amazingly comfortable.
It's so streamlined, sleek.
And of course, it has the classic emblem. They've had that emblem like on all, like you know what I mean. Like they've always had that emblem. Where's the headlights? Is this where the headlights come from? Right here.
Looks like they rotate.
Man, that
away.
That is slick.
Screams glass.
Do you guys see the door handle?
The flush fit.
They're flush fit. So 1947 Rolls Royce with flush.
It's more sleek than
Doors.
most modern cars.
Oh, way more. Definitely.
The amount, the time and money put into that car and designing it, and like the love that you could just see it pouring out of it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
All right, guys. So drop us a comment here. Which one do you think is the best looking car from the 1940s? We have the 1946 Plymouth Deluxe. We have the 1947 Maserati A6, 49 Cadillac, the Allard K1, Ferrari Touring Barchetta, and of course the Rolls-Royce Phantom 3. I'm having a hard time picking on this one. I really am.
I'm thinking the Plymouth Deluxe for me personally, but
I am too. I'm hard fought between. I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually like the Maserati a little bit better than the Ferrari. As for absolute best looking, the absolute best looking car, I think the Rolls Royce would be the most comfortable car easily. I think the Allard K1 might be the fastest one.
maybe.
Think so?
I'm not sure on that one.
We'd have to look up the engine stats and stuff like that.
Power to weight ratio.
Because I'm sure between it and the Ferrari is going to be pretty close, but I bet that Allard K1 might be faster. But as for solid looks,
the Plymouth.
that's a really good looking car.
It's just clean.
That's a good looking car. There we go, guys. So the 1940s, the ugliest car was this hideous looking luggage inspired thing, and very glad that it did not make its way. I'm really glad that it got lost in the baggage claim because
Never claimed.
I mean, I would ignore it.
I wouldn't.
They'd be like, "Sir, you forgot your baggage." No, I didn't.
Not mine.
That's not mine.
Not mine.
This, however, and what do you guys think? Drop me a comment. You know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think the 1946 Plymouth Deluxe is the best looking car in the 40s? If not, prove me wrong. Drop me a comment. Show me a picture of a car, a factory vehicle from the 1940s that you think looks better. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and of course, stay tuned because next week we are doing the 50s, and they are a lot of amazing, beautiful cars in the 50s.
Very much.
It was very difficult for me to go through this list on the 50s. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. No, you didn't.
What? Ah! Who was gonna think we did that on purpose?
I know, right? That was awesome.
Oh, God.
I know, like the 40s, the 40s was so much worse.
I wonder how many people will know this.
I think they all will.
It's so weird seeing you wearing glasses.
It's so weird using them.
I can't wait to see that on camera.
We're driving. Oh, God.
Did you hear my neck?
I did.